What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JrTheOota. Today we finna be reacting to wannabe rapper realizes he killed his best friend. If you're new to the channel, smash that like button, sub up, follow my Twitch right here. We go live every day. Let's get started.
We have an active shooter situation. Tidwell.
The footage you are watching was recorded by a deputy with the Smith County Sheriff's Office as he rushed to Tidwell Drive in Tyler, Texas. Several frantic 911 calls had just poured in to report a shooting at the Crossroads music venue.
Smith County 911, what is the emergency?
We need an ambulance to Tidwell Drive at Tidwell. My cousin got shot. We need somebody at Tidwell. Tidwell, please, somebody just got shot. We were at a party at Tidwell and someone was shooting and someone got shot. They were one of my friends.
Nah, that's crazy. Nigga killed his best friend at a party in front of stupid people.
No. Okay, I've got people on the way, okay?
Within minutes, the deputy arrived on the scene and parked down the road from the venue. As he exited his vehicle, he was immediately approached by horrified witnesses of the shooting.
Where's he at? Just got shot down. Where's he at? They're right in the warehouse, the shooter. There's a guy with a white shirt with a gun. The gun's here now. Okay, alright. So there's officers here now. 24 getting reports that the gunman has already left the scene. I'm gonna go ahead and double check. Several subjects are leaving at a high rate of speed. You might want to pick it up, guys. Nobody knows at this time where the suspect is. You guys okay?
Yes, somebody up there that's bleeding. He's bleeding out. He got shot. He's bleeding.
We got one victim according to witnesses.
Damn.
Is the shooter still up there? Shooter? Put him down. Let me see him. Where'd he get hit?
I'll put a bandana right there.
Okay, alright. I got an ambulance coming. Shooter, where's he at?
I don't know.
Nobody?
Nah, W-mans. Nigga's mans got shot. He got him on his shoulder. Like, this a real nigga right here. This is a real nigga. He got him on his shoulder, trooping. You heard? Trooping. Nigga picked his, like, it's a real nigga, bro.
No, to the shooter.
No, we don't know.
Oh, you left?
There's somebody there.
Alright, put it down.
True.
Where?
Stop.
Is it really blood? Make sure, bro.
Oh, don't worry about this.
Don't worry about it.
24, I got one victim shot in the leg.
The person being carried
He got
is
shot in the
Trell
leg.
known as Trell. His friend here may have just saved his life by tying this makeshift tourniquet around his leg, slowing the bleeding.
You want me to untie the bandana or no?
Nah, we got him.
If you listen closely to the body cam, Cantrell tells his friend about another victim who's in even worse shape than him.
Open your leg just slowly.
It's okay. He's when they got shot. I think he breathing. All right, look at me.
Oh,
You laying right there,
nah,
buddy.
somebody else got head tapped. And they was all in the stool. This one should be going wrong. Like, it be too many people. When you a rapper, whatever the case may be, you just can't have no randoms. Like, you can't have niggas. But even it says his best friend though.
This might be a little tight, alright?
It says his best friend shot him. But still, bro, you can't be chilling with no randoms.
Is there somebody inside? He's laying right next to me. Is there somebody else inside, sir?
Yes, sir.
24, we got a second victim. Speed it up. Where'd he get hit?
Smile, I think.
Where'd he get hit?
Smile.
The other victim was somebody referred to as Head. His mouth was bleeding, but since he was unresponsive, the deputy had a bad feeling that his injuries were far worse than met the eye.
Temple, we
Damn.
got two victims. One shot in the leg, the other one, I don't know where he's hit. He's unresponsive at this time.
EMS is on scene. They're coming.
Who did this? Does anybody know who did this? Nobody? No.
After flipping Head over, the deputy quickly realized that he had a life-threatening gunshot wound to his back. He immediately began performing CPR.
Up the hill, unit on the right, 2 gunshot wounds, and you'll see him right at the top of the hill. 10-4 EMS on site. Up the
This
top.
crazy. Whole time the shooter been out of there. The shooter
To the
skeeted.
right.
When EMS finally made it to the victim, they jumped into action to save Head's life, while the deputy spoke to the bystanders.
What's his name?
This is crazy, J-Rod.
It turns out that the person dying on the ground was 20-year-old Keontae Barrett, known as head amongst his peers.
Damn.
Although his injuries were life-threatening, EMS was able to establish a pulse. They then loaded him into the ambulance and transported him to the UT Health
Wow,
Hospital
W ambulance.
for emergency surgery. A third victim was transported to the hospital as well, 18-year-old Ira Brown Jr., who was also shot in the leg. Soon after, the lead investigator for this case,
Dang.
Detective Teresa Smith, arrived on the scene and she was caught up to speed.
Our first victim was the first one got transported by POV. Okay. That witness fence, that's where they are. Their second victim was. She didn't have the flag, correct? Yes. You're gonna walk in, there's a stage right in the middle. The left-hand side is where the casings are.
Inside the building, drinks were thrown to the ground, chairs were flipped over, and multiple objects were covered in blood spatter from the victims being shot. Also,
Damn.
2 9mm bullet casings were found on the stage. This evidence alone wasn't enough to piece together the events of that night. So, while the Criminal Investigations Division gathered physical evidence, deputies relocated the witnesses away from the crime scene and focused on gathering as much information from
Any
them as
adult
possible.
that shoots a kid under 18 is high key just messed up. Like, why I do? Nah, yeah, I feel that. I ain't gonna lie, I feel that. But I feel like sometimes, J-Ray, you gotta think about it like this. Some people who 16, 15 is going around like, you feel me? They're doing adult activities, you feel me? They're shooting at people, they're doing shit, you know? So it's like...
The ball.
This blood is my friend's. That's
your
who I
friend
was
was one of the
carrying.
people that shot?
That's who I was carrying. 2 was shot in the leg. 1 is headed to the hospital right now, and 1 shot in the side. I don't know.
You didn't see anything happen?
No, sir.
Shots started going off probably like 10, maybe 10, 15 seconds after the fight started.
And as soon as it happened, everyone got down and
People
climbed off the stage.
Speaking
Nah,
with the
yeah,
witnesses,
facts-
the deputies
facts,
learned
right.
that 15 to 20 people were on the stage when a fight suddenly broke out. Moments later, 5 to 6 shots were fired from an unknown shooter. At this point, the investigators had only found 2 bullet casings, so there must have been more of them somewhere in the venue. While the investigation at the crime scene continued, detectives Sean McClanahan and Ty Roderick Loftus were at the hospital.
Nah. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, look like Mr. Potato Head. Like, he might be identical to this nigga, man. No
Getting the
bullshit.
surviving victims' sides of the story, starting with Kentrell.
We're trying to figure out if there was a beef with somebody, if there was somebody pissed off at you or him. If you guys were up there rapping, was it a rap battle? Was we talking crap about somebody?
We most definitely did. Like, we was just we got the stage and then but on. And then I was just going out. And then all this thing, everybody else started fighting. I fell.
Do you know who that dude was?
All Kentrell knew was that he was on stage with his friends when some random guy in a green bandana started harassing them and punched him in the face. He didn't know the person who had punched him, and he didn't see anybody with a gun. Since Kentrell's story was extremely vague and didn't provide much useful information, the detectives moved on to the next victim for answers, Ira Jr.
Still, what's going on?
Basically, we're at a function. Some people had gotten into an altercation, and they jumped on the stage and swung at one of my friends. And then next thing I know, pow, we don't know who shot him.
What was this? Was this like open mic or a certain group performing? Or I mean, what was
It was
this?
like it was just a group on the stage.
What was the name of the group?
There was TBS and then Chickles.
Ira describes the Head Hunchos as a group of friends that make music and frequently throw local parties. All 3 of the victims were part of the Head Hunchos, so it was likely that whoever shot them had some sort of beef with them.
The dude in the green bandana, the dude that kept jumping on stage, someone was just trying to get him to calm down or whatever, because he kept just jumping on there, acting a fool. And then after that, I just saw some punches thrown and then hot.
Have you ever seen him before? The dude with the green bandana?
I maybe seen him like once or twice around town.
Although Ira couldn't remember
Damn.
who the guy in the green bandana was, the deputy...
Guy in the green bandana, I ain't gonna lie, the title is he realizes he killed his best friend. wannabe rapper realizes he killed his best friend. I want to see what.
He's at the crime scene found somebody else who might know. Colin, another member of the Head Hunchos, had a good view of the stage when things started to go downhill.
Oh, did you see anything?
I was the DJ.
Okay.
I was on stage, I was DJing, and I started seeing stuff. So naturally, I turned the music off. Then I turned off the music. Next thing I knew, I just heard the shots, and we all just got down. My friend Trey was hit, my friend Junior was hit. We went outside, my friend was hit, everything.
Colin also confirmed that the person who started the fight was the person in the green bandana, someone named PJ.
PJ? Or PJ is one of the people involved in?
Yeah, that's what I only know his alias is PJ.
He said that there was a lot of tension with PJ since he had picked fights with the Head Hunchos in the past.
The nickname just PJ, or is that short for something? Those who
It might be short. I didn't know PJ.
Anybody know where PJ lives?
The apartment complex in Tyler, that's all I can tell you. He lives there with his mom.
Okay. So PJ lives with his mom.
Although nobody was accusing PJ of being the shooter, he might know who the shooter was. Witness interviews were wrapped up, and back at the hospital, detectives received word that Keontae had succumbed to his injuries. Keontae's parents were...
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Rest in peace. That shot as fuck, bro. Just out there performing. You feel me? With his peoples, having a good time. Shit happen.
Brought
like
into
this,
a
bro.
private room where they learned the tragic news.
Your son, what's your son's name?
Keontae. K-Y-U-N-T-A. Barrett. He got a tattoo on his arm. Is it
red, on my blue rose and Susan.
Susan?
And some other tattoos. Yeah.
Yeah, on his shoulder. I forgot what that
They don't even know yet.
He
Damn.
was brought here. It was too much damage. He didn't make it? No, sir.
Damn. Bro is seeing red. Fuck. I ain't gonna lie. This shit just said chill through my body. This is sad, bro. Shit just said chills through my body. No cap.
After pushing past the detectives, Keontae's parents ran down the hallway and announced their son's death to a waiting room full of more family members. All hell broke loose. Amidst the pandemonium, family members were frantically calling out possible suspects. One of those possible suspects was another member of the Head Hunchos, Trayvon Maddox. The detectives asked people why they believed Trayvon was the shooter, and several people said that Trayvon had apparently pulled out a gun when the fight broke out on stage. The investigators now had two leads to pursue, PJ and Trayvon. Since they didn't know PJ's real name or address, they decided to hunt down Trayvon first. Trayvon was actually at the scene earlier that night, and the deputies wrote down his address in case they needed to reach him. So, the detectives went straight to his apartment to speak with him.
Hey! Trey, how are you? Good morning. Hey, so of course, you know why we're here, right? About what happened last night? Yeah, because I know you were one of the individuals there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have a couple minutes to talk to us? Yeah? Okay, alright.
Did you ever know if any of them like made it? Cause I know one of them died, but the other two.
Did you ever go to the hospital?
I couldn't go to the hospital because they thought I did it. They thought like I shot him, like literally.
Right away, Trayvon began giving his own recollection of events leading up to the shooting. He said that a group of people from the west side of town, which included PJ, kept coming onto the stage looking for a fight.
West side people came on stage and they hit my homeboy Trail. Okay. So when they hit him, gunshots went off. Mm-hmm. And when the gunshots went off, I heard two gunshots, right? Mm-hmm. I heard two gunshots. He got hit in the leg. He said, "Oh, I'm shot." So I grabbed his gun. I shot in the air. There's a bullet hole in the, you can go look at Tidwell. There's a bullet hole in the air where I shot, right in the air. And then 3 more shots went off at us on stage. My other homeboy got shot. And then when I was leaving out the door, everybody was running. The reason I shot my gun in the air or Trail's gun because he got shot. I was trying to get everybody out of there.
Following the gunfire, everybody ran out of the building, at which point Trayvon saw Keontae lying on the ground.
We didn't know he was shot. We thought he was drunk or something. I thought he was drunk, literally. Yeah. I was like, get up, get up, get up. And then he was like, bro, I'm shot, I'm shot. And we looked at his back and his head, and he was actually shot.
Damn.
And so I stayed there the whole crime scene. Like, the police got my name and everything. So that's why I was so...
Yeah, that's why we're here to talk to you and stuff like that.
That's why I was so confused when they say I shot him. Like, I would not stay in no crime scene if I shot somebody. Helping them. 3 of my friends got shot. 3 of them. And they're trying to tell me that I did it.
Where's the gun at?
You said, where is the gun? Yeah. The gun is in my car. Like, I didn't drive my car here because I was drunk.
Already, the detectives were suspicious of Trayvon's story. He said that 2 gunshots went off, and then he fired a warning shot into the air. But while telling the story, he points his gun at the air while describing the first 2 shots, as if he had actually shot first. The detectives also couldn't help but wonder why Trayvon didn't report these details while at the scene.
So, it was at Tidwell. I gave my keys back to my homeboy, and I was like, hey, if...
Okay, well, here's the thing, Trey. Again, yeah, you're right. Everybody has been mentioning your name and stuff, okay? And that's why we're here. Just to let you know, yeah, we do need you to come with us, though, okay? We are going to be detaining you right now and taking you downtown, okay? Because here's the thing. And you're right. I want to get your side of the story. I want to know exactly what happened. And that's what you're telling me.
That's exactly what happened.
So I can find these people because you know that...
Can I get dressed?
Yeah, well, yeah, can he...
Shoes on?
Yeah, can he come in? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What kind of car are you driving?
After grabbing some new clothes, Trayvon was escorted to the sheriff's office for a...
Damn. I'm pretty sure this the nigga that ended up killing his friend, too. That's crazy as fuck, bro. This nigga think he just going down there for a little interview and he's straight, whole time. Nigga's cooked.
Formal interview.
Yeah, that's what...
Alright, Trey.
Jay, what's good, my boy?
Do me the kindness of walking me through what happened tonight.
Trayvon told them the same thing that he said at his apartment, that a group of people from the west side of town shot up the party, and the only reason he fired his gun into the air was to disperse the crowd.
I'm glad I didn't go to hospital because they thought it was me, because they seen me with a gun. The only reason they seen me with a gun is because I was on stage. The other people that were shooting were in the crowd. That's why they couldn't see them with the gun. So they seen me with the gun. When I shot in the air, they seen me with the gun. And they were like, oh, he has a gun. He shot.
What's good, Jay? How you feeling, bro?
Like, that's basically what happened, like, basically.
So this individual that punched Trail, do you know his name or anything?
PJ.
PJ, okay. Is there anything that sticks out about PJ?
He's very short and he has dreads.
Very short. Okay, all right.
Very short.
He's very short. He has dreads. Is he part of a gang?
The 60s. Rolling 60s. The one that shot the party up was Rolling 60 because he was outside. I walk outside and this is all I heard. He was like, you one of them niggas that was on stage. Y'all wanted Knicks? My baby mama at the house, she heard it too. Like, she was like, chill out because she knew him. She was like, chill out, G, chill out, G.
Not a single person except for Trayvon had mentioned someone named G having a gun. It seemed that Trayvon was merely trying to pin the blame on somebody else to take the focus off of himself.
So G, describe G for me.
I got a picture of him.
Trayvon took out his phone and helped to identify G as 22-year-old Giovanni McAllister, a.k.a. Gio.
So let me ask you this. Why didn't you tell us this story while we were on scene?
I was drunk and I was really not trying to talk to you. I was like, oh my God, I'm so drunk, and I was just drunk. I did not want to say anything that didn't happen or anything that over-exaggerate something, so I was just keeping it short, and I would talk to y'all tomorrow.
Although they were skeptical of Trayvon's accusations towards Gio, it was important to rule out any potential suspects.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. If he just told on somebody and the nigga he told on ain't do it, that's some L man shit. Even if he telling, that's L man's. But the nigga gonna tell, and is he telling and the nigga ain't even do it for real? Oh man, I hope that's not what's going on.
So, Trayvon was charged with deadly conduct for discharging a weapon during the party, and he was kept in custody while several deputies staked out Gio's house. At around 10 a.m., Giovanni was seen leaving his house in a black Chevy Impala. The deputies followed him and decided to pull him over.
Hey, felony stop, guys, felony stop.
57 is pulling over just by the 12 Oaks Motel.
As soon as they put on their lights, Gio found the nearest side street and pulled over.
Driver, roll down your window. Go ahead, throw your keys out. Keep your hands out the window. Step out. Keep your hands up. Turn away from me. Back up slowly. Keep backing up.
This is
hey, stop right there.
Nigga just left his crib and he got booked like this. That's crazy.
Gio complied with all of the deputy's orders. He was placed into the back of a police cruiser while they conducted a search of his vehicle.
Have any guns? Yeah, in your trunk? What kind of gun is it? It's a Glock.
Hey, you said there should be a Glock 20 in the trunk.
He was clearly concerned as he watched the deputies search his vehicle, and was especially bothered when the tow truck driver arrived. He yelled from the back seat, trying to get the deputies' attention.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
The deputies confiscated his gun for the crime lab to analyze it, to determine if it had been discharged at the crime scene. Gio calmed down after learning he would get his belongings back after they were processed by forensics.
Alright, we taking my car. Liberty. Going to Liberty. If everything's good, you can get it back later on. I appreciate you, man. Yeah.
He was transported to the Smith County Sheriff's Office, where Detective Smith was...
I don't know. I don't feel like bro did it for real. I ain't gonna lie. I think that other nigga just trying to cover his ass and he telling on anybody that he could think of. I don't really think bro did it for real. I'm not gonna lie.
Already waiting to question him.
So, tell me what you know.
I get that, whatever. I can tell there's a lot of tension going on from some guys that's on the dance floor, some guys that's on the stage. Next thing I know, man, some guys that's on the dance floor, they got on stage. And they probably start fighting probably like 10, 15 seconds. That's when you hear the first shot. Pow! And then after the first one, like two more went out. They were like back to back. They were like, pow, pow.
Gio said that he didn't even have his gun on him when the gunshots first rang out. Apparently, he only grabbed his gun when he realized his friend's sister named Precious might be in danger.
I didn't have my gun in front. I grabbed my gun from the car. I came back. I didn't see Precious. So I'm leaving. So once I'm leaving, two young dudes like, hey bro, can you get in the car with you and gonna ride? So I dropped them off and that was it. I know like a couple of people seen me with my gun, but I ain't shoot nobody, and you can check me for gun residue. You can go shoot my gun or check the ballistics, whatever you need to do.
That's the thing, right now, of course the reason why you're here is because people saw you with, you had a gun in your hand, so.
People saw me with a gun, and that's why I told y'all, like, I'm finna go look for Precious, and if anything's going on, I'm gonna defend myself.
Did you, at any point when you were in there, did you see anybody with a gun? Did you see any of that?
With the shooting, like with that part, like on stage and with the fighting, the shooting, I cannot tell you who threw the first punch. I can't tell you who shot who. I can just tell you exactly what I seen and exactly what I did last night.
The detectives were ultimately unable to poke any holes in Gio's story. However, they kept him detained while they searched.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, I don't feel like he did it. Like, the other nigga, he did it, and he trying to save his ass telling and shit.
Searched his house for evidence. During the search, they were unable to locate any evidence of his involvement. All they needed to clear Gio's name at this point were the results from the crime lab to see if he really didn't shoot his gun at the party. Likewise, the only way to clear Trayvon as a suspect was to test his gun as well, and determine if he truly did shoot it just once, like he claimed. However, during his interview, he informed the detectives that finding his gun might be more difficult than expected.
Where the gun is right now, y'all are going to have to drag a lake to get that gun. Because, like, you see the messages where I cussed my homeboy out for throwing that gun in the lake. Because I told him that is my only evidence of proving that I did not shoot him. Like,
did he throw it in the lake?
I hope,
you hope not?
I hope not, but that's what he told me. He said, I hope he's like lying and just trying to keep the gun, and I hope he gives it back once y'all talk to him.
To clarify, Trayvon was saying that his friend Nathan apparently threw his gun into a lake even though Trayvon never told him to. The detectives found this story extremely suspicious and struggled to believe that Trayvon had no part in his gun being disposed of. Regardless, they didn't let this hiccup discourage them. Even if it was submerged in water, it may still be viable for forensic testing if they could find it soon enough. Deputies immediately went to Nathan's house, and while a dive team searched the pond on his property, Nathan was brought back to the sheriff's office for an interview. He told the detectives that several members of the head honchos showed up to the hospital after Keontae died, and one of them came up to Nathan with something important to tell him.
She shows up and she's like, I've got this, Trey gave me this gun.
Trey gave A the keys to his car and gave A the gun. And she's like,
everybody's telling. Everybody is telling, bro. The bitch done told on the nigga with the gun to him. Now he telling it. Come on, bro. It's just a cycle. And then the Trey nigga with the gun, he told on somebody who, like, yo, this shit is crazy. They make their job too easy, bro.
We have to get rid of it, Trey said. And then she had said she wanted to go to Lake Tyler to drop it off and throw it in the lake. And this is where I was just like, that's dumb. Don't do it there. People are gonna see you throwing it. Just come out to my land and put it in my lake. And she just kept freaking out, and said she wanted to get rid of it. And I was like, fine, just give it to me and I'll do it.
So she took the gun out of the trunk and handed it to you?
Yeah, she followed me down to the lake. And then I threw it in the lake and we just went back. According to Nathan, he was just trying to help his friend, who he believed was innocent. Anybody in our group, anybody you ask will tell you up and down that's not even possible. It will never happen. Like, we're all like family. That's just...
Mm-hmm. So they saw him have a gun, so they just immediately made the assumption.
Exactly. Trey was the only one that people could be like, well, we know Trey had a gun. I saw it go down, and anybody who knows all of us just knows that that's not even possible. He never even pointed at anybody. I saw him pick it up, and he went straight up, shot it, and then he put his arm back down.
Okay.
Although Nathan made the investigation much harder than it needed to be, he didn't receive any criminal charges and was free to go after handing over his phone as evidence. Thanks to the diving crew, the gun was found rather quickly and sent directly to the crime lab for forensic testing. Now that both Gio and Trayvon's guns were being tested, the detectives shifted their focus to the one person of interest that they hadn't spoken to yet.
This PJ nigga. Where PJ been at? PJ been dunking his mata.
Man in the green bandana, PJ. They were eventually able to identify PJ as 18-year-old Peladro Wilson. He was promptly picked up and transported to the sheriff's office for questioning.
Do me a favor.
Nigga look 35.
Tell me from the minute you got there to the minute you left, what is going on?
PJ confirmed that he and the head honchos had an ongoing beef after he fought several of their members last year.
The same people, well, the Trey and the Trail dude who threw the party, I followed him on video and everything, and I beat him up and shit. Ever since then, he never liked me.
However, PJ didn't care that he was unwelcome and went to the party anyway.
I got into an argument with a girl. She out of my face with my boys. Me and my boys just walked off. I'm on probation, so I don't smoke. I don't smoke weed. I'm in my right mind, and nothing can throw me off at this point. I remember everything. It's crystal clear.
Following his scuffle with the girl he stepped on, he and his friends were hanging out at the back of the venue when Cantrell got on the mic and called him out.
And then the other dude that I fought, he said, "It's some nigga trying to fight a female. They need to get the out." What? I hope you're not talking about me, because that was the only altercation. I wasn't trying to fight no damn girl. So I go up to the stage, I'm confronting him. Like, Trey pull up his shirt. We see the gun. What the fuck?
PJ said that this interaction annoyed him, and he admitted to starting the altercation that led to the shooting. But despite nobody accusing PJ of being one of the shooters, he ended up giving a 29-minute monologue trying to convince the detectives that he had no reason to shoot anybody, and he had nothing to hide.
I don't mess with guns. What the fuck? What in the world do I look like messing with a gun? Why the fuck do I need to shoot you? I will light work. I'll run over you easy. I don't need to carry around my gun.
Nah. Everything I'm hearing, they just keep cutting it out. This nigga, he just begging. Like, he basically just keeps saying, why do I need a gun? Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, sound like he begging right now. But I feel him though. Like, this could change his life. I don't know, bro. I feel like this nigga definitely shot his gun, or if not him, his man.
Go anywhere I please. I don't have no fear for my life. I see so much of this, how people being falsely convicted. Like, I wouldn't even take the chance to pick up a gun. This might be seem like some BS to y'all, but shit, I don't have no motive to shoot any of them. Don't have no gun. Any weapon y'all find, y'all can take my fingerprints. I don't have anything to hide. I done laid all the chips on the table. Whatever y'all want to know.
Man, all that you just said sounded dumb as shit.
What you mean?
Just what I said. You this close to going to jail right now, so don't play with me. Why everybody we talked to said you was messed up?
I wasn't messed up. I was smoking upside.
Next question. If they were so lame, why were you there?
Brother, listen to this. Check me out, man. I don't know what y'all doing back here.
If they were so lame, why were you there? It was their party.
About 30 of us posted this on Snapchat.
I don't care what they do.
Regardless. I'm going back on the females.
They you went there causing problems. You already said you looking to fight them.
I went up on the stage the first time to talk to somebody.
It was for the party. Hey,
when I
shut your mouth without talking.
This argument continued for a while, but eventually the
nigga said, "Hey, shut your mouth when I'm who the fuck, man? You is not my daddy, nigga. You crazy." I would have told the nigga, "Man, end the interview. I want a fucking lawyer." Nigga, you are not my daddy. Nigga screaming out the nigga like he's his daddy. What the fuck?
Detectives explained to PJ that all they wanted to know was who he thought the shooter was.
I'm telling you, this man right here is a genius. Whatever he doing like raise my blood pressure, high, low.
Because I'm catching you in your life.
Besides Trey,
right, besides
who had a gun? Who was shot?
Him.
That's it. The only person you saw a gun with was Trey.
And that was on my life. That's on my little girl. I heard he got shot. And nobody didn't shoot him but his goddamn friend. And that's the honest to God truth. Not gonna say if he did shoot, but that's the only gun that I seen at the party with my own eyes. And that's the God honest truth.
PJ's interview was wrapped up, and he handed over his cell phone for analysis.
They gonna go through all the messages?
What you worried about?
What you worried?
I got some.
Oh, well, Lord have mercy. We don't care about that.
Yeah,
Seriously?
Y'all looking for.
Over the next month, multiple more witnesses were interviewed and several phones were thoroughly searched, but there were no breakthroughs in the case. Then, on May 18th, the forensic analysis finally came back from the crime.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, GG's to the best friend, nigga. They locking his ass up.
Lab. The detectives brought Trayvon into the interrogation room one last time to share their findings.
We do have to tell you something.
What is that?
Well, it's not good news.
What is that?
Barrett? Keontae?
Keontae?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was murdered by that gun.
How was he murdered by that gun? How was he shot by that gun if I did not shoot him with that gun? How was he murdered by that gun?
The bullet that killed Barrett came from the gun that was in your hand.
How?
Forensic science, okay? They did all the testing. The gun was shot more than once. You may have not realized it.
I did not shoot him, boy. That was my friend.
I know.
Why would I shoot him?
Honestly, I believe it was an accident. Do you believe it was an accident?
I did not shoot him.
The detectives informed Trayvon that he was being charged with murder, but Trayvon refused to believe that he could have done that to one of his best friends. He insisted that he only shot in the air and suggested that it may have ricocheted off of the roof and hit Keontae. But regardless of how it played out, the detectives believed that he was responsible for Keontae's death, since he had—
That is wild. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Probably didn't even mean to do that at all. You feel me, bro? He's just probably trying to protect his friends. Probably got shot at.
intentionally pulled the trigger. However, the murder charge ultimately didn't hold up, and he later pled guilty to manslaughter. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison. As for Gio, the forensics for his gun came back clean, so he was cleared as a suspect. It seemed like this was an open and shut case, but there's one crucial aspect of the case that we mentioned earlier, but never revisited. Moments later, 5 to 6 shots were fired from an unknown shooter. At this point, the investigators had only found 2 bullet casings, so there must have been more of them somewhere in the venue. It turns out that the crime scene investigators had discovered 3 more bullet casings, but they weren't the same kind as the one Trayvon had shot. Therefore, even though one of Trayvon's bullets was responsible for killing Keontae, this confirmed that there was more than one shooter. To this day, no other shooters have been identified, and nobody but Trayvon has been charged in this case.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie, whoever else didn't get identified, niggas got lucky as fuck. Lucky as fuck. But YouTube, if you like this video, man, do me a favor, smash that like button, sub up, let me know what type of videos you want to see. Follow my Twitch, JrTheOota 0. We go live every single day. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. I'm out of here. Deuce.